1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, pretty baby.
The world is changing, and so are the small towns, and they're just dying.
It is now our adopted hometown.
I mean, you don't hardly know a stranger.
The story of the strength and perseverance of a pioneering group of people.
I think that you have to be interested in where you came from to know where you're going. That's just all there is to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Beatles!
I'm home watching the Beatles, first time on Ed Sullivan, and I said, that's how you get girls. We got to form a band. And so we did. We formed a band. My dad managed it. It was just a great life. This guy, and me are original guys. When you look at these clothes, I mean, it's the 60s. I mean, the jacket, the shirt, that was what I wore. Living here and growing up here, there was nothing like it.
This is an official dedicated memorial site for the state of Oklahoma.
Oh, for our kids and for families that want to come back home. About every 5 years we have this all-school reunion, and people come back here to meet up with their classmates and their friends.
There just aren't many of them small town museums.
This is a coffin for a child. This piece would move and you could see the child's face.
This is a hot spot for everybody to meet here at the museum.
There's no money here.
The main employment now is out of town, which is sad.
But the oil boom was probably the biggest thing. When the oil here is in shallow ground.
Nowata, Oklahoma was the shallowest oil wells in the world. And this was downtown Nowata, and you can just see how much traffic there was. I mean, all the businesses were busy. In the 60s, this was a booming place.
This old town is steeped in history.
I think we just want to know. I mean, it's a sense of who we are and where we come from to pass on to our kids and let them know.
Originally, a lot of the research for genealogy was in our library.
If you want to know about your family, you can go over and look it up.
All of the newspapers here. These are yearbooks for Nowata. We have a lot of our Indian history here.
You wonder about some of the ones that you don't know or don't have a history on.
When I come into this room, I still get goosebumps. We go back to prior to the Civil War. Nita Weston, one of our board members, has taken it upon herself to try and record the history of every veteran in the county.
Many of my classmates are my mechanic, my pharmacist, my plumber.
One of the claims to fame for Nowata County is we had the very first graduating class in Oklahoma Territory, 1903.
You need to know about where you came from. You need to start learning about your parents' history and your family's history, because it's so important to pass that history on to your children.
I don't know why or how, but you have a connection with that answers a lot of questions about your personality, why you kind of are like you are somewhat.
I know who I am. That's right. I came from an honest family who worked hard.
It's just home. That's the best way I can describe it.
Any round like this old town. This old